Yeah, we are back. We are back again, my friends, with another episode of the No Box Sports Podcast.
Yes,
In case
sir.
you didn't know, this is episode 7. And you're hearing from your reverend. Let the church say amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
But in case you really didn't know my formal name, I'm one of your hosts, Uncle Doug.
And I'm the original CP3.
And this is the No Box Sports Podcast where we talk Philly sports and so much more. But today we reaching outside of the Philly fan view because we got a special guest with us today. Somebody returning from last season. He already family, but y'all ain't see him yet this season. So introduce yourself to the people, man.
Yo, what up? What up? It's the boy Mizz, aka MC. My name is my name. What's good, people?
His name is his name, and he certified Philly boy, been on the show before. Is a regular for real. He just getting in front of y'all for the first time today, and he is a bona fide Sixers fan and a bona fide Philadelphia Eagles fan. Ain't that right?
Don't stretch that, bro.
Yeah,
Don't stretch that.
That's what I know. That's what I know.
I thought you was a fan, man. I thought you was a fan, but if you ain't a fan of us, like who you a fan of?
I appreciate the Eagles, but it's New York Giants over here every day.
The New York Giants just so happen to be our next opponent. Oh man, we getting into it today. But before
let's do it. Let's get it. But before
let's do it. Here, we got to go into what just happened. And what just happened was the Eagles win this past Sunday, man. We got back on the winning track. Yeah, man. We didn't necessarily look how we expected, but this Sunday, in case y'all missed it, on the 13th, the Eagles played the Browns at the Link. And we defeated them, man. I think the score was 20-16, I believe, right? 20-16.
Yep. Yes, sir.
And it was kind of like a close game, man. AJ Brown came back, Smitty came back, Lane Johnson came back. We got some pieces back. We had like a full offense out there, man. And how you feel about the win, man? How you feel about the win? I know we both picked them to score 30-something, but it was 20-16. But you know what they say, a win is a win, and man, we got back on the winning track. Is all right with the world now that the Eagles back on the winning side of things?
Heck no. It ain't all right. No.
Hey.
First off, we got 3 people back, and then we lost somebody. So, first of all, Jarmaletta is a big piece. Like, he's a big piece, literally and figuratively. He's a big piece of the offense. So, it's like, right, that's a concerning thing. 20 points against the Browns. Like, honestly speaking, the way the offense looked, it's like we still don't look consistent enough. I feel like the drive where AJ scored, all right, we cooking. Then what? The next few drives, we don't score again. We don't score another touchdown toward the fourth quarter. Nah, man. Now the offense ain't right. Defense, I give them kudos for that. I mean, 16 points. That's
And it's not really 16 points. It's not really 16 points because remember they scored off the block field goal at the end of the half. So it's really the defense gave up 3 field goals if you want to be technical.
Okay.
So the defense played
well. Offense is terrible though.
I mean, we're going to get into their offense and how it look. I mean, they look somewhat formidable. I mean, they got what's the guy named Deshaun Watson?
Terrible.
It's
I mean, it's terrible, but it's like at least we did what we were supposed to do. Like granted,
no doubt.
We could have maybe held them to less. Well, first of all, we could have avoided having that blocked field goal, sure. But it's like we could have held them to one less field goal. But it's like they did stop. I mean, keeping the team to just field goals and not having our offense score any touchdowns, you gotta give kudos to that. I mean,
it's the NFL offense at the end of the day. Anytime
no doubt
you give up 9 points, not a touchdown on defense, that's a good day. Deshaun Watson is not a world beater. I mean, they do got competent receivers. They got a competent tight end, so it's not like they didn't have no pieces out there. Not like we was playing Carolina. But that's not a high powered offense. The problems is not fixed on defense. But this was a step in the right direction if we gonna talk defensively. And in case y'all didn't know, man, me and the original CP3, we was down at the Link Sunday. We was in the mix of the tailgate. We actually did a special No Box episode number 6, No Box Sports Podcast. Go check it out. It's live at the tailgate. And on that podcast, you had a prediction for Bryce Huff, I believe. You said he was going to get what'd you say? I forgot. I try to erase things that sound crazy.
I said 2 sacks. I said 2 sacks.
2 sacks. Did you check the box score? Did he get you 2 sacks?
No. I think he barely got a sack. You're right.
He got a half of a sack.
A half a sack.
Which is
that's a step in the right direction.
Thank you. Still progress.
That's a step in the right direction.
It's a toddler step in the right direction. A baby, not even a full step. Like when you about to step somewhere, but
it's a crawl. It's not a step. It's a crawl. It's a baby crawl.
I mean, maybe next week he can have another half a sack, and then he had one on the season. But shout out to you for getting on the box score this week. Cooper DeJean played starter. He didn't really look like a liability, but again, it wasn't a high flying offense that's really gonna make them make them crucial decisions. You said we came out of the game. You said we lost Mylila. Who else we lose? Because you said we lost 3 people. Who we lose?
Oh no, I didn't say 3 people. I said we gained 3, lost 1, but he's a big piece. I was just talking about Jordan Mylila. Sorry, I didn't mean to say.
And what happened with him? Like, what was his injury? Do we got any injury?
Hamstring, I believe. Hamstring injury. It was crazy. Like he just running, blocking. Next thing he just went down. I was nervous when I saw it. I'm like, okay, hold on. Is this like I hope it ain't what I thought it was, but it was I think it's just a hamstring. So I think he's supposed to be out maybe a couple weeks, maybe 3, something like that. It's not long, but still.
Also, Dallas Goedert, hamstring also. He left the game. And Kyle Katera, he looks surprisingly better than I thought he was too. He's getting more of an opportunity to run routes. So Goddard get back. You usually miss a couple games every year. I guess this might be your stretch of games. Them hamstrings is tricky, man. You see AJ was just out 4 weeks with a hamstring. So those are tricky, man. We definitely need those 2 pieces. But this looked like the type of season where it's football anyway. I mean, that's a reality during the football season. People gonna go in and out of your lineup. You just hope nobody have a season-ending injury or somebody get hurt at the worst time. We kind of weathered the storm a little bit with these injuries, but definitely 2 key pieces that went down. But staying on the offensive side of the ball, we got Smitty back. Smitty looked like he did right before he went off. Right before he went off, he was having a good season. It was just a matter of getting him the ball. He still looked explosive, looked like Smitty. Great number 2 receiver, true number 1. AJ Brown, how y'all think AJ Brown looking to return? They targeted him a lot.
Like he usually does.
Yeah, same old dominant receiver, man. Right back at it, like he never left.
Yeah.
He came in
pretty much.
See his numbers. He definitely went in. He had a lot.
One thing I do got a statement or kind of a question about. They said that the Eagles is the only team in the NFL that don't have no points on their opening drive in the league. What y'all think that's about?
I mean, they slow starters for sure. But we're gonna get into that. We definitely are a slow starting team. We never come out. I mean, it's a fact. I mean, when you could put the stat out there, it needs to be addressed. I think.
So hold on. Is it a fact or is it a low-key shot? That's what I want.
It could be both. It could be both.
It's absolutely not a shot. It's a question. I'm just with the amount of firepower. Does that lead to make you think that maybe there's something wrong there? You're talking about how you feel.
We haven't had a lot of firepower consistently. For 4,
I'm talking about for this game.
Games we played. Yeah. I mean, this was AJ Brown first game back. Smith, Johnson. I mean, the Browns got a solid defense. I don't want to sit here and act like we should have put up 100
That's
on
facts.
them. I mean, I know teams have, but over the last 3 years, the Browns have had a top 10 defense in the NFL. And I didn't really check in on where they are, but I know they solid. But to me,
absolutely solid.
For sure.
I only said it because you said y'all both predicted putting up 30, which I could see was actually achievable. But it was achievable.
It was achievable, but it was a rumble.
Of the offense, for me personally, it was achievable because of the offense, but I also thought that the defense would cause maybe some turnovers. So let's,
Gotcha.
like to be clear. But I think the offense by itself, just going with the offense. I mean, I hear what you're saying about the opening drive and stuff like that. But if for whatever reason,
opening quarter,
excuse me. But I feel like the offense, there's always glimpses. Even in this last game against the Browns, there's glimpses where this offense looks like we definitely got pieces that should be scoring a bunch of points. Whether you have Saquon, as long as we're blocking right, Saquon can hit that hole, and actually he's always dangerous to burn, go for a long game. Even freaking Kenneth Gainwell, if we're blocking right, can get some, surprisingly good runs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And as a backup. And then with the receivers we have, talking about Devontae and AJ, and even the tight end, whether it's Goddard. I'm not to say that Calcaterra is the same as Goddard. Don't get me wrong, but he's not a bump. He can actually, one of the things he can do that he was, since I think we drafted him, is he was a good receiving tight end. If memory serves correctly, you correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like he was a good receiving tight end. So it's like we show glimpses of having this offense, this high power offense, as long as Jalen makes the right reads and actually goes through his progressions. So that's where I was coming from, and I think Doug too.
Well, let me give them an excuse. They haven't played together. This is the second game this season the offense has played together, if you want to be technical about it. Jalen wasn't in a good rhythm coming into this game. I mean, we want 30 because we know we got the pieces where we should see 30. We expect to see 30. But in all reality, they ain't at that 30-point team yet. We ain't put 2 30-point games together consecutively. They have to build up to be an elite offense. And one of the key things from this past game is they stopped the run. I think our offense starts and goes around the run. When you look at our success this season, it's been around the run. The Cleveland Browns stopped the run. And we didn't score 30. It was a dogfight. We had to rumble. Right. It was just that type of game. And in the NFL, weird things happen like that. I don't think it's nothing to be concerned about. AJ Brown looked a little slower, a little less explosive coming off that injury, but he know how to use his body so good that you can watch him. No diddy pause. And you can watch him and say that, I don't see no drop off because he's still making contested catches. But if you really look at him, he don't look like he got no burst right now. And I don't know if he's 100% healthy. And he might be dealing with that all season, but it's good to see him back out there. But I think the offense is on its way. Let's put a couple weeks together. I mean, we got an opponent coming up to where we really just dominate, like in the worst way for years. So, and the Saquon going back home, I mean, that can give them extra juice also. But Saquon should be on one. We should give him the ball 25 times next game. I say let's build up to us being the consistent offense. And like we said, we both picked them to win. We both picked them to score with 30. But your keys to the game that you talked about before the game, I think one of the things you mentioned was you don't want to see any turnover from Jalen Hurts. And do you remember him turning the ball over Sunday?
I gotta give credit. I gotta give. It's one game though. It's one game. Like he's got to do that. Like that. But look at it. Like you're right. He didn't have a turnover. So let's do it. Let's see what he does in the next game, and let's see what doesn't. Like my thing is that you got way too many weapons for us to be having some of these stupid turnovers that we had. You know what I'm saying? So
you're not giving him no praise for not turning the ball over.
Oh no, kudos. I mean, kudos for doing what you're supposed to do. Kudos for doing what you're supposed to do. You're right.
We definitely keep it real when it comes to Hurts, but we need to salute what is necessary to. He ain't turn the ball over. Good job.
That was a good.
I'd rather see you not turning the ball over than you having 4 touchdowns with 2 turnovers. Honestly, if it's that's 2 fair. Touchdowns, no turnovers, we'll have a good chance to win any game. We get it like that.
You're right.
So you can't really complain about Jalen Hurts at the this Sunday. I know. As a Giants fan, do you feel like Hurts is coming to New York with some stuff y'all not gonna be able to handle? No, did he?
As far as Jalen Hurts is concerned, he has, and okay, it's gonna sound like it's a shot, but he has regressed from the standpoint of he's so much more dangerous when he uses his feet. I don't know if he's going through the McNabb phase where he wants to be known as a pocket passer or whatever. But
Like
I will admit, his bomb, the deep ball that he throws to AJ Brown, he dropped that joint in the bucket, man. Them some of the prettiest passes I've seen in a long time. So that worries me, but I'm much more comfortable with him being in the pocket as opposed to when he starts moving around and is mobile, he's so much more dangerous. So if he gets back to using his feet, I'm out, man. It's no way we can stop that. But all in all, Hurts he got some stuff with him. I ain't gonna front.
He played a good game for sure, man. A good game, no turnovers. Like you said, him using his feet. The McNabb comparison, that might be good. I mean, because all quarterbacks kind of go through it. You even seen Lamar go through it a few years in Baltimore. This year, he looked like he don't care. This year, he looked like he's doing whatever it takes to win. I guess he got to that point. Like, I gotta just win one. It ain't about nothing else no more. Hurts, he going through that transition, and he might be in the beginning of his. I'm not going to run every time.
Well, hold on. I'm sorry. We can't, on the one hand, talk about utilize your weapons and stuff like that, which he has quite a bit of, and then on the other hand, talk about he need to try to, mix up the run more. Like, if he mixes up the run more, he's going to start negating the weapons that he has. Like,
is his legs not a weapon?
Say it again.
Is his legs not a weapon?
No, what I'm saying is if he runs, I'm fine with him trying to be the quote unquote pocket passer and let his guys, AJ, Devontae, Goddard, Saquon, move the ball. He just get it to him. I'm fine with that because do we want him to have all these weapons and him just look at one read, two reads, and try to run? Like that's the part. That's the tricky part about.
I would like that. I would like one read, two read run. I would personally like that for Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
It makes him so much more dangerous.
I think where he's at now
makes him so much more dangerous.
Facts. Where he's at now is you see certain quarterbacks like let's say a Mahomes, one read, two read, nothing there. Okay, I gotta improvise in the pocket, and then I'm gonna find somebody. Hurts is getting to that point now where he's trying to do that when his sauce is one read, two read, I'm gone. And it'll get dark for defenses because once a defense see you get 3 first downs doing that, they got to change their game plan.
They got to. They don't have no choice.
I don't think Mahomes is a good example or a good comparison.
Any
I
good
feel like
quarterback
Mahomes,
after the second read is readjusting where he at. Unless they
like
all next to each other.
I feel like Mahomes is always still looking, even when he moves a little bit, he's always still looking to throw that ball. He's not like 1-2 reads and then run. He's always looking to throw that ball. It sounds like to me y'all want Jalen to kind of, maybe I misunderstood, but it sounds like y'all want Jalen to kind of do the old Jalen where he kind of do the 1-2 read and then run the ball, trying to, north and south versus side to side to try to still look for AJ and stuff like that. Is that what I'm hearing?
I think it'll be a.
I'm saying he could take one or two looks downfield and then break for a 12, 13-yard gain. And like Doug said, after the third time he does that, them safeties start coming up, them linebackers start paying more attention to him, and that opens up more for him to get downfield with them weapons.
AJ, that opens
up. A couple of times a game, he got to take off and run for self. And then, like you might want to manipulate the pocket a little bit and just move just to get a better angle downfield or something like that. But a couple of times he need to take off and punish the defense because that makes him much more dangerous.
Okay. I mean, if that's I can dig. If that's what y'all saying, I guess now because I guess like I said, my concern is just that we don't want him to run too much where he doesn't utilize the weapons. But I hear what y'all saying.
You want him in that pocket. Delivering the ball from that pocket. I understand that. And I wanted to see progression in that area too, but I don't want to see it so much so to where you not being what got you here. What's your real dynamic on the pro level? If you've never been a 3-4 read quarterback, after you get to your third read mentally, your body gonna start doing something different. He fighting that natural thing and like, oh, I'm back here still looking, and that leads to interceptions, that leads to sack fumbles. I think for him, it just would be better if he got out of there more often. I ain't saying all the time.
Right. Okay.
But he going through his development right now. We proud he ain't turn over the ball. So salute that. And that deep ball to AJ, I gotta say something because this I think AJ Brown makes it look like that because he always slows down just right and position his body just right to catch it. It don't really be no right in stride. Like they're not a factor. AJ Brown gotta make somebody miss or have somebody dragging on him because he gotta come back to the ball so often. He gets it there. I will say that he does get it there, and you don't really see too many interceptions on the deep balls he throw either. His interceptions really when he just do something crazy. But Jalen Hurts, salute to you, man. So all's not right with the world. We definitely got some things we can clean up and get better at, but we got back on the winning side of things, and that's really all that matters. Salute.
Can we give a shout out to Quinyon Mitchell, man? Can we give a shout? This
Quinyon Mitchell, you a Quinyon Mitchell? You gotta get his jersey, bro.
He should have been a pick. He should have got a pick.
Oh,
like CJ blew that pick. Like he had a pick, which would have stopped one of those points. Those field goals from happening. Like
CJ playing defense.
Yo, Slay's done
defense at the wrong time.
Huh?
I said CJ playing defense at the wrong time. You said Slay is done?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, honestly speaking, after this season, the way it's looking, correct me if I'm wrong, because maybe I'm being, somebody in this chat always try to tell me I'm being a little too pro Eagles. I'm a little too, but it's like that bull look like he's like the Quinyon Mitchell next year. The Quinyon Mitchell era starts in regards to cornerback. He's the guy. He's the top guy. Like I'm
happy with that pick. You shout him out every week, literally. So you very happy with his play. So you gotta get his jersey, man. I feel like you gotta go ahead and get the Quinyon jersey. That's gonna be a 10-year joint in the city.
Yeah. Quinyon got some dog in him. I will acknowledge that.
Yeah, and like the fact that he got mad, like he wasn't like even like with the interception that he missed or that he wasn't able to get. Like he was mad about, like his energy is not just the plays that he makes. It's the attitude he has on the like, he's like he'll talk trash. Like he already got that as a rookie. I'm ready to talk trash to whoever I'm going against. Mm-hmm. I'm mad if you mess up my play. You know what I mean? Like not in a selfish way. He wasn't selfish, but he just was like really mad that he missed the opportunity. But this bull, there's something.
No, he brings that mindset. He got the mindset that you want.
You're a fan.
Yeah.
The mindset, everything. And we're going to keep it Quinyon Mitchell, original CP3 count, how many times he praised him during the course of the season.
Yeah, whatever.
Because I swear this the fourth or fifth
time. Dude, you said Cooper DeJean. You said Cooper DeJean. You ain't say nothing about Quinyon
I ain't really do Cooper like that because Cooper ain't make no mistakes. He just played, he played well, He ain't go over the top, over and beyond yet. I got to see him really get put in the fire before I salute him. But shout out to the first white quarterback in NFL history to ever start a game. Philadelphia Eagles are just trailblazers in every area. First white quarterback.
Jason Sehorn. Jason Sehorn, bro.
Jason Sehorn was married to a black woman. That don't count.
So he's not white?
That don't count. I'm saying Cooper DeJean, salute to you. The Eagles are trailblazing organization. Black quarterbacks and white cornerbacks. Who would have known? Salute to the Eagles, though. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get off the Eagles for now and around the league because we had some interesting games going on around the league. And shout out to Jason Sehorn and his wife. But we're going to look around the league and see what's going on, man. We had a couple teams battling. Let's get into the Dallas game first, man, because that was just such a beautiful game.
Was that a game?
Just to see. It started as a game, but I don't think Detroit really wanted to play like that. Detroit, did they go to Dallas? Yeah, I think they went to Dallas.
In Dallas.
Detroit at
Dallas on Jerry Jones' birthday.
On Jerry Jones' birthday, the score was 47-9. 47-9.
They ran tackle eligible plays. They ran hook and laterals to linemen.
Multiple.
Like they was in a bag.
Bro, they completely threw it to the lineman 3 times during the game.
3 times. 3 times.
That's unheard of. And they were on routes.
They said, yo, that the amount of time that you have to dedicate to just practicing those plays in a week is a waste. So they just knew that they was going to blow the Cowboys out to even dedicate practice time to 3 different situational plays for linemen to be receivers.
Right.
That's ugly, dog. They knew they was going to grind these dudes up.
That was one of them wins that really, as a team, after that, like you go in the locker room, like we not that for real. Because the way they just when the team come in there and do that to you on your home field and you can't do nothing about it, and then they playing with you,
right?
That was a bad look, Dollars. I don't know what's going on over there. Y'all 3-3.
That's one of them games where Ray Rhodes used to say, "You came in my house and raped my wife and beat my kids."
It's that bad. Don't even watch that film, honestly.
I mean,
yeah, burn that.
No, don't watch that because you can't rewatch that. That don't exist.
Can't get
we
nothing.
going on to the next week.
You can't get nothing positive out of that.
We ain't gonna talk about it, but it was so bad that Jerry Jones was snapping on the radio host. That's how bad.
Jerry Jones threatened to fire the radio host. He said, "You're not asking me the questions I like, boy." I call the station on you, boy. He snapped back to that move. And then the radio station host, whoever it was, got scared too, because he knew if Jerry make that call on him, it's over.
So you already know.
His power. You already know. That's why he run it the way he run it. 3-3 Cowboys. Whooping has commenced. Y'all better not. I hope y'all play them again at some point. Y'all need some get back, but that was bad. Another game. We had the what we was going to look at. The Ravens versus the Commanders. We in the NFC East. The Washington Commanders lost to the Ravens. That game was 30-23. That was a close game. Jaden Daniels versus Lamar Jackson. Good game actually.
Very good game.
They showing really well. Them guys up there in Washington, DC. Man, I'm a little. My eyes on JD5. I ain't gonna lie. I think we're gonna have to deal with them in this division for a long time.
We laughing at the Cowboys, but with the Commanders, I'm not a fan of their name per se, but I'm starting to put some respect on it a little more and more, man. With this, based on the way Jaden Daniels is playing, man. This
you got no choice.
Yeah,
you got no choice.
It's starting not to sound as crazy when I say it. It's like, he's putting some respect on the name. He's making people put respect on the name the way he's playing and where they're looking, man. It's scary.
But man, and after the Ravens started 0-3, they now 4-2. So
Derrick Henry.
They started 0-3. Derrick Henry hooping. We'll see them when we see them. We play them later on. We ain't gonna give them too much praise. We the real birds. But yeah, the Randers the beat the Commanders or the Washington football team or whatever they call it. So at this point in time, the only really other game we want to get into, we can quickly mention the Niners beat the Seahawks. They found a way. They won. It is what it is. And then the Bills versus the Jets. The Bills versus the Jets. That was the last game, the Monday night game. Aaron Rodgers versus Josh Allen after the Jets fired Saleh. They just fired them on a random day. Like you just fired. No notice, no nothing. So this was their first game with their acting here. It was a good game, 20-13, but the Bills still wind up winning, man. What y'all think about that?
I mean, the Jets, they still got some work to do. Now, there's some stuff there's some changes that's happening with both teams, but I mean, I think at the beginning of the game, nobody thought the Jets was going to beat the Bills. Josh Allen is Josh Allen, and the Bills are. One thing about Josh Allen is that he's the kind of guy that can actually make guys look better. It's the thing I questioned at the beginning of the season with Jalen is he a guy like Josh Allen's one of those dudes that can make guys look better.
So they lost like you thought they was going to lose to Josh Allen. Josh Allen is my fantasy quarterback, by the way. So shout out to the boy Josh. But Aaron Rodgers, he threw Mike Williams under the bus at the end at the press conference after the game. He told him, look, he didn't run the route he was supposed to. That's why I threw that interception that ended. And then Mike Williams ain't practiced with the team since, and now they got a brand new receiver, Rodgers' best friend that used to be down there with him in Green Bay eating cheese with Ward's coach on. Devontae Adams got traded from the Oakland Raiders to the New York Jets. Does this move the needle for the Jets? In your opinion, Mizz?
I feel like at this stage in Aaron Rodgers' career, he might be the worst type of superstar, quote unquote, leader that there can be. and to throw Mike Williams under the bus like that, it's like, dog, you got to take some accountability for your own actions. And as a leader, I was always taught sometimes it's more favorable to take the brunt of it yourself and keep that stuff in house than to just publicly disparage your own teammate like that. And I feel like the Jets is in disarray, and they just keep throwing new stuff on the grill to see if it'll fit. And it's me personally, I think Devontae Adams is a nice addition, but I don't think it's going to do what they wanted. Because it starts at the top, and Aaron Rodgers is just not that guy no more, man. He's not that guy no more.
I see what you're saying. They do seem like they're franchise in disarray, trying to figure it out, and they making last-ditch efforts to put the piece together, put this ship together that might not sell as efficiently as they thought it would.
Exactly.
Aaron Rodgers don't look like he used to look. I mean, you still see flashes. I think if defense play well and they let him call the plays, I mean, they could win a few games. But you said it's not moving. How about you, CP3? It's moving the needle at all for you?
As far as like when they start bringing in Tyron Smith and all these old and Aaron Rodgers, it was like this was supposed to be Super Bowl or bust, and it ain't hitting.
No,
like you said, they'll win a few games, but it ain't going how they felt like it was going to go.
Do they make the playoffs? Both of y'all.
Possibly. I gotta see that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I gotta relook at the standings, but possibly as the wild card. No, not even a wild card.
We're not doing possibly today.
I'm definitely not going for the possibly. I'm saying nah.
I'm gonna say I gotta look at the standings, but I think that
they 2-4.
First off, I think what you just said is probably why Mike Williams got thrown under the bus, because of the fact that Aaron Rodgers probably was pushing for that trade for a minute. And, it's like, this is all he needed. Say, yo, He was saying that to the owners, like, dude, he ain't run his route. Bring this bull to my team, like I told you. And sure enough, that's what they did. But, yeah, I mean, why not? Why can't they make the playoffs? Why can't they make the playoffs?
Make the playoffs. We don't got to get into
wild card. We ain't talking about winning the Super Bowl. We're talking about making the playoffs. That's your question. Yeah, they can make the playoffs.
Make the playoffs as well. And then the Bills also added a piece, and Amari Cooper from the Browns, actually. Amari Cooper played his last game as a Brown versus the Philadelphia Eagles, and he didn't really do much versus us, so it wasn't a great last game. But right after that Devontae Adams news drop, the Amari Cooper news drop, maybe like 2 hours after that. So Amari Cooper, Josh Allen got him a weapon to replace Stephon Diggs, to put him.
I mean, it's probably because of Quinyon Mitchell that Cooper got traded. I'm just saying. I mean, that's what the young rookie does. That's what he does. He gets guys traded.
Nah, but I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Amari Cooper is a solid addition in a position of need for Buffalo.
Yeah,
solid addition.
A position of need bad, because Josh Allen made it work, but them targets is lacking over there. So, they
said that Cleveland is picking up $19 million out of the $20 million of his salary, so they only got to pay him a proration of $1 million for the rest of the year. That's stealing right there, Jack. That's stealing.
That's give me that literally. Amari Cooper with the Bills now, Devontae Adams with the Jets. That's AFC East business. But we got NFC East business to get to quickly. We're just gonna go ahead and preview the Eagles' next game versus those New York Giants. Man, we played them this Sunday. I think we down there at MetLife, 1 p.m. I'll get into it first. You guys understand what happened?
No, come on. I know it's coming. Pause. I know what y'all about to do, so go ahead.
We listen. We've been doing this for years. This guy, is a Giants fan that got love for the Eagles. But when it comes to this week, he know he is the op. And when we come down to New York this time, we coming with Saquon. And I don't think that's an element that y'all ever thought that y'all will see in y'all lifetime as Giants fans. As the Philadelphia Eagles rolling into y'all stadium with Saquon on our side, man. I'm concerned, honestly. I hope that young boy Malik Neighbors get his head together, pause, no Diddy. But he needs to be on that field along with Adam. Y'all got a new two-way running back, I heard, with Tracy.
Tyrone Tracy.
Tracina, what's his name?
You'll find out. You gonna find out.
I heard.
Did y'all hear about y'all got this fast receiver? Did y'all hear about the fast cornerback that I keep mentioning? We good.
That's going to be a battle, and that I never thought about that actually. Quinyon versus Neighbors about to be a movie.
We good. We good. We got this. We going Jalen Carter.
Y'all talk. Listen, I'm already waving the white flag. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all talking about Y'all talking about losing my ladder. Our Pro Bowl left tackle Andrew Thomas is out for the year, so it's like we might as well go ahead and pack this one up, man. We gonna do the same dumb stuff
Sunday.
Say that again.
Jones
so before you saying for the rest of the season, or are you talking about this game?
Our Pro Bowl tackle is out for the rest of the year. So yes, I'm ready to wave the white flag and prepare for the Shedeur Sanders show next year.
Wow.
I heard it here first. Shedeur Sanders.
So we in
there you go
already.
Show them the watch, baby. Bring the Brightling to MetLife. Show them the watch. Show them the watch.
I'm gonna say this.
Against that.
I'm gonna say this. He definitely got to work on his reads too. Because I watched that last game. He got to work on his reads too. He can't. He needs to work on his progressions as well. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that would be an upgrade over Daniel Jones. That would definitely be an upgrade over Daniel.
Who y'all got now is who we facing this Sunday. I'm looking for our defense to have one of their best games of the year. Now, I'm not going to disrespect Daniel Jones to the point to where I used to in the past. I have watched him. He has progressed slightly. But to me, he doesn't have a skill set that you can't make a good defensive game plan for. Blitz him, put a spy on him, blitz him, and really stop the run. And I think it's going to be a long day for that New York.
Yeah, he mid at best.
I think we're going to go down there and.
So I
don't think y'all gonna put 30 on us.
Nah, after my last,
I don't think y'all gonna put 30.
Yeah, I'm talking 30.
I don't think y'all gonna put 30 on us, but
I'm talking.
After my last prediction, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna
beat
say
us last season, the last game. Now that I'm thinking about it, y'all caught us when we was leaking and just came in and stabbed us a couple more times. And y'all hurt. They hurt AJ Brown actually. They hurt AJ Brown and made him miss that Bucks game. So AJ Brown,
our defense ain't bad, bro. I ain't gonna front on the defense. We lead the league in sacks. So again, AJ Hurts better, manipulate that pocket and be ready to run a little bit. But y'all got too many weapons. Y'all should have this one. I feel like this should be like a 27 to 10 game.
So I'm not going to act like I'm super tapped in with the New York Giants. We're going to get back to your prediction. So I can't give the fans the rundown on what we're about to face outside of what I see on highlights and what I know about these players individually. What type of team are y'all? Y'all try to air it out? Y'all run a team? I know you said defensively y'all get after the quarterback.
That's what I'm about to say. Like once Andrew Thomas is hurt for the year, we got to scrap all that. We was a solid running team, but now that run game, I'm almost positive is not going to be the same with the tackle out. And this is going to be the first game he missed. So I don't know what we about to be. Hurt. He got hurt the last game. Yeah, but actually he played the whole game. He just, after the game they said he got that Kevin Durant, Liz Frank injury or whatever in his foot. He done.
Andrew Thomas, man, they got another.
The Daniel Jones will run out the pocket. He's probably the best part of our run game. But last time we saw him run and trip over the 35-yard line against the Eagles a couple years back, so you can't really trust that.
Do they force feed neighbors, or is it like a natural course of the game?
I mean, when he lost, he missed the last 2 games, but yeah, he gets every
he's
every look. Absolutely.
Okay, so we will see neighbors. We will see a lot of neighbors. I hope they let the rookie stick him.
He's the truth. He's the truth.
I mean,
I seen
no question about that.
That's probably
he is the truth. He is the truth.
Problem for us.
But so is Quinyon Mitchell.
I'm going to go out on a limb, Pierce, and say
Mitchell count just went up.
He might hurt Quinyon Mitchell's feelings. He might hurt his feelings.
Nope.
He's very dynamic,
you
man.
know
I
what?
don't really
you
want
know
to
what?
talk too crazy because Quinyon Mitchell.
I'm already on record as saying y'all gonna win, but that neighbor's boy is different, man. He different.
He's great. I might even go that far as to say I'm just talking about potential. He definitely got the potential to be like amazing, but right now he is really good. But what I'm telling you, we got the pieces to give. I'll give you this. He might have 1 touchdown, but you said 27-10. 27
That's
to
the
10
one touchdown.
Gives you that 1 touchdown. I'm fine
That's
with
right.
that. I'm fine with that. So he can get his 1 touchdown, but when it comes down to it, that's all he's gonna get, that 1 touchdown, that.
I heard that you was participating in this podcast streaming straight from Mitchell Island. It does look like a body of water is in your background. I heard, during the podcast, that's where you reside, Mitchell Island.
This kid is
might
impressed.
Find his way from Mitchell Island.
This will be a great test for him.
This kid,
if he stand tall against neighbors, I might be on that island with you, Pierce.
I can't wait to see it, man.
My thing is this. This is what I'm saying. I'm one of those people that, as long as he battles with him, like and gets in, like, don't get me wrong, Malik Neighbors is legit, I think, right now. So I'm gonna give him that he's going to get his plays. Okay. But I also think that Quinyon is also going to battle him and get his plays. So it's going to be something. And what's cool about it is, the more we talk about it, I think about it, it's like, this is going to be an interesting battle for years to come, because I think this is what's going, like, we're going to have to deal with it. It's Quinyon Mitchell versus Malik Neighbors. Like, this is, get hype for this game. Get hype for this game.
That's fact.
Let's get it, man. Quinyon versus Malik. Eagles versus the Little Giants. So the Bull Mizz, you can go ahead and say your prediction again. You kind of already said it, but you can go ahead and put it on record for the people.
I got Eagles 27-10.
27-10 Eagles. Win at MetLife Stadium. What's Saquon do? 200 total?
Saquon, I mean, I would think that he's going to be extra hype, but Dexter Lawrence already told him it ain't nothing happening. So I'm gonna give him a touchdown and 130 yards total. Y'all missing my lot too. So I'm not sure who that backup is. Fred Thompson, something like that.
Fred Johnson. Just don't disrespect.
Fred Johnson, my fault. But yeah, our defense to me is actually a little bit better than what I thought. So I'm gonna give him $125, maybe $130, and a touchdown. Nothing too crazy.
That's a good fantasy day right there. You know what I'm saying? That's probably 20 points, 20 plus points with the reception. 27-10, the Bull Mizz on record. CP3, the original. What you thinking?
I can go 20. I'll go with that. I'll go 27-10. 24. I'll go 24-10 just to be different.
24-10. So we only scoring 24. We still ain't hitting 30. But the Eagles, we on a 2-game correct streak voting as far as picking the games. I think the Eagles gonna win 2. But I think we get back on track as far as scoring 30 points. So the score I'll go with is 34. I'll go to 34. I'll go 34-20. 34-20. We beat the Giants down, but they score late when the game's over. We dominate them as we always do. We get back on the winning side. Then the next time they'll beat us again will be probably 2027 after this, or maybe when Shador pull up. You never know. But yeah, that's the picks for the Eagles, versus the Giants this Sunday in MetLife. Make sure y'all tune in. We'll have all the coverage on the week after. Get on here. You never know. You just never know. You never know what we might do. Keep your notifications on. That's all I'm saying. But that's been our Eagles talk for this week, man. And this is kind of like rare and different because we actually got Sixers talk. We ain't had Sixers talk in a minute. It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute, but it's that time where football season started and basketball season sneak right up on you. And fortunately for us, we are less than a week away. Well, actually, exactly a week away. No, we play Wednesday. We're a week away from the Sixers season opener, man. Man. We play the Bucks opening night, man. How y'all feeling about this Sixers season coming up, man? We geeked the what?
What you think, Mizz?
Tempered excitement. I'm already disappointed in our health situation.
Yes.
It's making me feel a little bit less excited than I was.
Preach.
We got the expectation for me is hopefully get 65 games out of JoJo and Paul George. If I can get 65 games out of them, I feel like we definitely getting past the second round. I'm not willing to go championship yet, but I'm hyped, man. We got a squad, man. We deep. I feel like we upgraded the bench. We got pieces to make a real run. This is the best I've felt in years. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
How about you? The news. I think the timing with the Paul George injury, we gotta know what the news is in regards to what his actual time frame is.
What's the injury? Because y'all both mentioned the injury.
Hyperextended knee. Yeah, so they're supposed to get back to us. They said within a week from when it happened. They said they would reevaluate and give us. I guess we'll hear something within a week in regards to what his actual
status is. It'll be reevaluated.
Right. So, but I mean, I don't know what the average time frame of recovery for a hyperextended knee is, but I will say that it happening now versus like middle of the season, at least that's sort of encouraging in regards to, okay, he can still be back to form when we need him most by playoff time. And I still think we are, like Mizz said, a good enough team that as long as we make the playoffs with those three guys, Maxey, George, and Embiid, we're a threat. We don't have to necessarily be a top 2 seeds or something like that. We're still a threat for whoever we play if everybody's healthy. With all the other guys that we have that we picked up for this season, I'm with him, cautiously optimistic. Tempered excitement, I think you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, is the hyperextension? Is it like because that's the big knock when they talk about the 76ers on these shows and our all-season moves and all these sports shows and podcasts debating us. He's saying, yeah, they look nice, but he's gonna get hurt at the end of the day. So is PG hyperextending his knee before the season started? Is that scaring you? Like, oh my gosh, please not this, or is that like?
Excuse my French. I'm scared shitless.
Dude, do you remember how apprehensive I was when we first signed him? When we did the podcast, I think when we signed him, and it was like, I was like, are we going to do like we always get these guys at the end of their career? You know what I'm saying? I name dropped some people that we got, like they were big names.
Don't summon that. Don't summon that back. Don't summon that back. But you were very scared and nervous around that time saying this. You kept saying this. Do not speak this to life. So you telling me it's one hyperextension and now he Chris Webber. We need more evidence. Now he got we need more evidence.
But to Mike's, that's what I'm saying though. But to Mike's concern, that's what I feel like. It's like, oh, when I heard that, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then to see the video.
Yeah, that was like Cap said, lean back. That was a bad looking joint, but it was a hyperextension. It just was to me a severe hyperextension. So I expect him to miss at least 3 weeks, in my opinion. I don't want him back out on the floor until he feel like he's all the way ready. And I want to wear the knee brace. He run around without knee braces. No, I think he should have 2 of them old head compression knee braces on. Why are you exposing your knee like that? Like, don't do that.
But I'll tell you this. If he actually is healthy and he plays, he actually is no Tobias Harris in the slightest. That bull shot is wet, man. Like it's no thing of when we watch him shoot when he's open. I feel way more confident just in the preseason game I saw. We're way more confident in him shooting a rock and having an open 3 than I felt when Tobias was playing.
And that's all we've been saying. And we were saying that to you. Like, he's not coming over here to do that. We just putting him in a Tobias Harris role. That's all it is. He have way more turned up Tobias Harris. But, you know, I'm excited, man. I'm excited because I want to start watching basketball again. But what I'm most excited about is the other pieces. Kind of like Mizz alluded to, man. We got 2 Martins now. We got Quinyon's son. We got the twin.
KJ. Mm-hmm.
They both looking like they ready to hoop. We got Ricky Council the third. He looked like he ready to hoop. That's 3 athletic pieces that can make plays. We got Oubre Jr., a flat-out scorer, Swiss Army knife, defender, 3-point shooter, whatever you need him to be. He could be your second option one night. He might be your first option one night, depending on if he get it going, man. We got Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon, a certified scorer, man. He's a certified scorer. And the boy we just got from overseas that dunked on Brian, he's a playmaker. He know what he's doing around the rim. He can shoot the 3. We have a number of pieces that can get their own
Don't forget
shot.
Andre Drummond. He said he's the greatest rebounder ever in the history of basketball.
And all Sixers fans remember when he was backing up Embiid, we was so happy. We was the happiest when he was backing up Embiid, and then Dwight backed up Embiid that little bit. But
and Reggie Jackson, right? Is it Reggie?
Let's not carry it. Let's not carry it. He was.
What about Doug's favorite player, Kyle Lowry? Don't forget him.
Oh yeah. Yes.
That leadership.
Yes.
I'm disappearing just like he's gonna disappear during this season, just like I hope he disappear this season. I don't want to hear it. I forgot about it, bro. Right. No, don't do that again because I'm disappearing every time y'all talk about him. I swear. I don't want to even. He on the roster.
Hey man, he here for a reason. He gonna play.
Yo, he made plays in that playoff game. He made plays in that playoff game. Put some respect on Kyle Lowry's name, man. Come on, man.
Reggie Jackson.
Don't do that.
Reggie Jackson and the young boy we just drafted from Duke. Those are the 2 point guards I want in the game when Maxey comes out. We actually have a superstar point guard on our hands that really need around 35 and up minutes at this point. And when he's not on the floor, you can put the rookie in there. He's a shooter, and Reggie Jackson. Why would we even go to a 4th point guard? It's the leadership that he's here for. And I don't want to make it seem like I'm disrespecting the boy because I'm not.
But you are.
Salute to him.
But you
NBA legend, Philly legend. But at this point, come on. Don't force it, Nick Nurse.
You want him to be Udonis Haslem. That's what you want. You want Kyle Lowry.
I'm cool with the Haslem rule. I actually keep cutting him his checks in that rule. But if he ever play over 20 minutes, not.
Oh, man.
Don't start. It's too early for us to start, man. But we got a lot of pieces, man. We got a lot of, and I ain't even named the big 3, but just those pieces in general. Oh my gosh, they not guys that statues without Embiid on the floor. They can make a play for themselves and others, and we got 5 people other than the big 3 that can do that. That's different, cuz.
Yeah.
No, we got a nice roster. Too. We got a nice roster.
I gotta give kudos to Daryl Morey, man. It was for all.
And they say he's heavy in the trade market.
For all the thing of that we was talking about, it was the whole Harden. We got him here to bring Harden in. He lost Harden, but he found a way to redeem himself. Gotta give him credit for that, man. Gotta give him credit.
It's a nice. No, he worked after Harden. It's a nice.
He worked
after Harden. And they say we got a lot of tradable pieces right now. That's what they saying around the league, and they saying he's snooping, making them calls still. So I don't know. They might be trying to fourth piece that make you shake your head. So I think this is the year. And we didn't mention a report came out where JoJo said he will not play any more back-to-back games for the rest of his career, or this season at least.
No problem with that.
In efforts to preserve himself for the playoffs. So I think I'm glad that's his mindset. That means he could take a step back, give it to Maxey a little bit. Now he to the point to where he know, because he been around the legacy stuff this summer. So I feel like he know at the end of the day, he needs them championships. He know he better than Joker in his head, but until he get a championship, the consensus thing will always be he's gonna be the cliff note of NBA history. I think that's what Gil and I was saying. So I think he at that point now to where championship over everything. And I'm gonna like that version of Embiid. I can't wait to see that version of Embiid with this team. It's like the version that Lamar is right now. He like, I don't care what I gotta do, I just want to win. That's what I want to see Embiid doing. And I think he there from what I've seen so far. And he lost 20 plus pounds from what I heard too. So it's about to be a great season.
I feel like with this team is deep enough, man, that we can all we gotta do is just make the playoffs. That's where we're at right now. Like I get the people that go, the season ticket holders, people that want to go to regular season games, but for the real Sixers fans, it's about what are we doing in the playoffs, and that's all we need. Embiid, George, and Maxey for. So let's go. Preserve yourself. Preserve yourself.
So we basically wait until the playoffs, basically, as Sixers fans. That's all we do. But we're going to enjoy the season. But shout out to the Sixers. We play on the Milwaukee Bucks. That's next Wednesday, 7:30. Everybody should be in the lineup except for Paul George. Just do it quick. I think we actually going to win game one. I think we're going to go out there and be going to look Giannis in the eye, and Dame going to see that Maxey is different and he might be on his rise like he was back in the day. And our supporting cast is better than them. So I think we'll win. Mizz, you said you gonna win?
That's a dub.
Dabiano, what you think, original CP3?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be contrarian. I'm with y'all. Win. We lost last year to them, right? Win. Yeah.
I'm gonna win back and forth, but I think they got
a different team. Yeah.
So we get the Milwaukee Bucks. First game of the season to kick off the drama without the Bull PG, because we're not expecting him to play for at least a week after the season starts. So yeah, man, Sixers coverage. We got plenty of that for y'all this upcoming season. All 82 games, the whole 4 rounds of the playoffs. Hopefully we sticking with y'all throughout the finals this year, because that's what we really want to do.
That's the goal, man. Let's do it.
You know, and I don't care who we get coming out the West. It could be Edwards. It could be Joker. It could be LeBron and the Sun. It don't really matter. Just to let y'all know, LeBron James Jr. does play for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's looking to make a rotational spot. He was drafted. He do got a guaranteed contract. He just so happened to be LeBron James' son. That's it.
Why you trying to start something?
Just letting, in case nobody said it to him, in case they didn't hear about it on one of the news outlets. LeBron James Jr., in there with his pop, one of the GOATs, arguably the GOAT. That's GOAT type things, man. Some might call it disrespectful, but it's GOAT type things, man.
Disrespectful.
You wouldn't draft
He need to get it. He need to get his passport stamped up a few times.
You wouldn't draft Bronny if you was the Lakers?
If I was the Kimono Lakers, the Tokyo Lakers, I would.
Bronny working, man. Bronny is in the lab, man.
I'm rooting for you, bro.
Before we get out of here, could y'all name another second round pick besides Bronny? Could y'all name another one? Because I can't. Let the second round picks cook, without the lights on them. But the lights gonna be on you, Bronny. We ain't really gonna get into too much, but that's something funny. We'll follow that throughout the season too, man. But we got all the Sixers coverage for you. We taking it all 82, all 4 rounds of the. And we gonna be here, man. So tap in with us. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all comment. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. Tap in with all of us, man. And it's been a pleasure. to bring y'all this treasure on the No Box Sports Podcast, episode number 7, brought to you by No Box Entertainment. And in case you didn't know, I am one of your hosts, Uncle Doug.
And I'm the original CP3.
And it's the boy Mizz, aka MC. My name is my name. Holla.
Name is his name. And y'all already know the game, man. We're gonna go ahead and put a wrap on this episode. That's been that. We'll tap in with y'all next week. Until next week, though, go Birds and go Sixers. We're gonna miss you.
Word up.